wrestling.
Give me this!
Hey, do it!
Stop! Stop! You've won, okay? I'm out of here!
You're gonna do whatever I want, whenever I want, wherever I want.
LAX, always 3 on 2.
I think we all can take it.
can.
I think we can too. And I think as a partner, I'll be great with you guys. I'll be right there.
8 months undefeated in TNA. However, there's been one match you've not competed in yet. The match that defines the X division. Ultimate X.
I'd hate to think that someone like you would underestimate what I'll be willing to do to keep this belt.
This wasn't for you.
Monty Brown, I hear you pissing, moaning, whining, speaking your jungle gibberish. At Destination X, you're gonna face Captain Charisma. You are gonna face the NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
I'm about to show you right now how to hunt. Present! Introducing first from the Serengeti, the Alpha Male, Monty Brown.
The former National Football League linebacker. Played in 2 Super Bowls, and now he is the #1 contender to the new NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, Christian Cage. And make your plans now to join us. The date, Sunday, March the 12th. The event, Destination X. And the Alpha Male Monty Brown gets a shot at Christian Cage at Destination X for the most coveted, most prestigious title in our profession.
His opponent from Beverly Hills, Michigan, Dylan Knight.
Oh, Dylan Knight, you gotta be aware right from the start when the Alpha Male Monty Brown's in the ring, especially a man who's focused on a title match that you mentioned on March the 12th at Destination X. And man, oh man, that's not a good start for Dylan Knight.
It's also the return of Ultimate X, Samoa Joe, the phenomenal AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels for the X Division Championship as well.
Can Ultimate X be the ultimate equalizer? Man alive, he just T-bones it backward. This guy is just so strong, so powerful, and he's had his eyes set on the NWA World Championship for so long, and he's going to get his chance March the 12th at Destination X.
Repeated shots with the boot to the head of Dylan Knight. Alpha Male Monty Brown going to shoot him off into the ropes. Here it comes!
Oh, he creeps him.
The former Buffalo Bill, the New England Patriot, just nailed Dylan Knight with the pounce.
Dylan Knight,
look at this cover.
Out cold. What a shot right there by the
Here's your winner, the Alpha Male, Monty Brown.
Oh, he's fired up for Destination X. He finally gets his shot at the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, Christian Cage. Let's hear from the #1 contender. Let's hear from the Alpha Male, Monty Brown.
Christian! Hey, champ! I didn't come here to decimate Dylan Knight. I came here looking for you, just like I was looking for you last week. But obviously, I was checking the wrong locker room. I was in the men's locker room. That's the type of male you are, Christian. You're the type of male who's around to help build a company. I am the male you build a company around. So I'm gonna tell you this right now, Christian. Champ, bring the title down to the Alpha Male. or the Serengeti will be coming directly to you.
Wow, the alpha male Monty Brown throwing out the gauntlet, the challenge to the new NWA World Heavyweight Champion. And I think we're going to see it here, and here he comes. Here comes
The
Christian
music off.
Cage.
Cut it off. Look, Monty, you don't have to quit your whining and crying, all right? I already told you as long as I'm champion, I told everybody there'll be no glass ceiling in TNA. I'm all about opportunity. I let you say your piece, big man. And we both know this is going to get physical. Why don't you let me get in the ring and say mine?
Come on into the Serengeti, champ.
You know, Monty, you're always out here talking about the Serengeti. Well, I know where the Serengeti is. You want to come out here and give a geography lesson? Let me ask you a question, smart guy. What's the capital of Thailand?
Why don't you indulge me with your geography, big guy? Indulge me. Let me know. Tell me.
Bangkok.
Oh, what a shot!
And look at security into the ring. And wow, trying to separate these two as the alpha male and Christian Cage go at it.
Look at that! Security trying to pull him apart! As Christian Cage not backing down, but using his brains right there to set Monty Brown up!
Oh yeah, the two men who will square off at Destination X being pulled apart. The world's heavyweight title on the line at Destination X, but they can't wait till March 12th. And here comes Larry Zbyszko from the Championship Committee.
Trying to get in there! Trying to get in there to break it up!
Keep them separated, Larry. Keep these two men separated. Destination X, Sunday, March the 12th. The NWA World's Heavyweight title is going to be on the line. Christian Cage and Monty Brown. Still to come, the NWA World Tag Team Championship matchup. But up next, AJ Styles against Roderick Strong.
March 12th, live and exclusively on pay-per-view. Destination X, America's Most Wanted, signed in an 8-man tag team match. But first tonight, gentlemen, you have to get through Rhino and Ron the Truth Killings World Tag Team title match here on Impact.
Destination X has now become a battle zone for an 8-man war. And when you go to war, you take the best soldiers that you can find. Heavyweight champion for 6 times, Jeff Jarrett. A human wrecking machine, Abyss. And to top it off, you got the World Tag Team Champions, America's Most Wanted. Well, tonight, Mr. Rhino and Mr. Killings, you're going to get a little preview of what you're going to get at Destination X. You're also, tonight, going to get a shot at becoming the Tag Team Champions of the world. Team 3D, pay attention tonight, because come Destination X, all 4 of you will be handed down a death sentence.
JB, you know the old saying, sorry about your damn luck, boys.
Hey, guys. Speaking of luck, my main man right here just got in from L.A.
Buddy, this has got to be my greatest work ever. The style, it's versatile.
He's got Sting footage. He's got Sting footage.
I did all right.
We're going to have us a viewing party. So, Gail, why don't you go find Jackie and tell her to get the viewing party room all appropriately dressed up and make sure she's appropriately dressed as well.
Appropriately dressed.
We're having us a viewing party tonight.
All right, later on tonight, a viewing party. Don and Mike, back to you. Appropriately dressed.
And welcome back, everyone, inside the Impact Zone. Universal Resorts, Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. It's Mike Tenay, joined by Don West. And Donna, I've got to ask, what do you think Alex Shelley captured? Some video footage of Sting on that Shelley cam. What could that be all about?
I don't know, but he seemed pretty happy about the results of what he's got. Obviously, it's something good enough to have the viewing party. But, Mike, I am so excited because later on this show, the Tag Team Championships are on the line. Ron the Truth Killings and the War Machine are going to get a chance to take that smile off the faces of America's Most Wanted.
You're right. Tag title matchup later. But now, let's check out Roderick Strong and the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Tampa, Florida, Roderick Strong.
The Messiah of the Backbreaker. Set for one-on-one competition this week on Impact. against, yes, one of the three men who will be vying and competing for the X Division title at Destination X. It's going to be Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, and this man.
And his opponent from Gainesville, Georgia, 219 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
And joining us at the broadcast position is the former X Division champion, the fallen angel Christopher Daniels. He will be a part of Ultimate X March 12 at Destination X, along with AJ Styles and the undefeated Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. Boy, that baby's gonna be off the charts. Christopher Daniels, a lot of people say that Ultimate X will be the great equalizer for Samoa Joe, the unbeaten Samoan submission machine.
Well, you know, for the last 8 months, Samoa Joe has taken the X Division by storm. But for all of his experience, all of his judo background, all of his hard-hitting action, he's got no experience in an Ultimate X match. Christopher Daniels has been in 2 Ultimate X matches.
But what about the phenomenal AJ Styles? He's been in 3 Ultimate X matchups.
Mike, that may be true, but understand this. The last time AJ Styles was in Ultimate X, it was the night that Christopher Daniels won the X Division title from him.
Pretty good point, Don.
Absolutely. I've got to ask you, too, Christopher Daniels. The neck, we saw last week the bandage on it. How's the neck feeling? Will you be ready for Ultimate X?
I've always said I'm 100% committed to winning the X Division title back. Concussions, neck, you'll have to stop my heart to keep me from getting the belt that I was born to hold.
I mean, we're talking about Ultimate X, the most dangerous match in professional wrestling.
Hey, I understand how dangerous it is. I've been wrestling for 13 years. I've been all around the world, and nothing I've ever done in a wrestling ring has prepared me for Ultimate X. But I have a special training technique that I employed the last time I was in Ultimate X, and I plan on using it this time, and it's going to help me win the X Division title again.
What do you mean a special training technique? I mean, how do you prepare for this?
Mike, what kind of fool do you think I am that I'm going to come out here and tell you about my secret techniques where Samoa Joe might be able to hear it, where AJ Styles could watch a tape later on and understand it? My secret is my secret, and that's what I'm using to bring the Destination X.
2 vicious backbreakers right there, Mike, by Roderick Strong, as he's actually taking control of this match on the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Well, it might be possible that AJ's already looking ahead to March 12th. That's definitely a dangerous thing to do when you're in the ring with Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong neutralizing the phenomenal AJ Styles, keeping him grounded at this point, and that's a pretty good strategy when you go into an Ultimate X matchup. Try and keep a high flyer, a daredevil like AJ Styles down on the mat.
Well, definitely. I know for a fact that if I can keep AJ Styles on the mat, if I can wear him down, especially if I can work on his arms, maybe his shoulders, make him weak, it'll be easy for me to keep him on the ground. And Samoa Joe, well, let's just say, I can't wait. After everything he's put me through for the last 4 months, I can't wait to see Sloppy Joe try and struggle his way through an Ultimate X match.
What did
you heard what I said.
Sloppy Joe?
You heard what I said.
Strong charges across the ring. Good for the forearm shot. AJ moves out of the way and then answers with a series of shots of his own. I'll tell you what, Samoa Joe, not too happy with you using that rear naked choke, his own submission move last week on Impact.
Well, you know what? If he's unhappy about that, I can't wait until March 12th when I walk out of the ring with the championship again. I'd like to see how happy he is.
What a flying forearm by AJ as he gets the momentum back on his side.
Oh, he drilled Strong all right. Springboard into that flying forearm shot. Went for that discus clothesline. Strong able to move out of the way and avoid the contact.
You know, wait a minute, look at that.
Oh, powerbomb.
It looked like AJ scouted the backbreakers there by Roderick Strong.
Looks like the Styles clash planted him.
Roll him over.
Here's the pin.
1, 2, got it.
Here's your winner, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Let's take another look at the Styles clash. The phenomenal AJ Styles plants Roderick Strong with the clash, rolls him over, and gains the 1, 2, 3. It's Destination X. It's Sunday, March the 12th. It's the return of Ultimate X. It's Styles, Daniels, and Samoa Joe. Wait a minute, let's check out what's going on in the back. But what is this?
Right, where is it that we're going? Just put this on. What is it?
Jeff wants you to wear it.
You're kidding me.
Don't ask questions. Just do what you're told. Rat.
Still to come, the NWA World Tag Team Championship on the line. AMW against Rhino and the Truth. But up next, it's the James Gang versus Team Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is set for one fall. Introducing team number 1, accompanied by Coach Jamar, and representing Team Canada, A1, and the Canadian Enforcer, Bobby Roode.
Boy, is this ever a loaded Impact broadcast on Spike TV? That NWA World Tag Title matchup yet to come in this broadcast, plus the Sting tape, the viewing party from Jeff Jarrett and company.
I want to know what outfit the Jackie's going to have to wear. You saw Gail say put it on. That'll be later.
Here are the Canadians, A1, Bobby Roode, and that big load, the coach Scott D'Amore.
And their opponents, Kip James, BG James. They are the James Gang.
You can see the confidence back in the eyes of BG James and Kip James as they're back partners again, and they're going up against a team that's been pretty busy as of late with Ron the Truth Killings in 3D. Are they going to be ready for the James Gang?
Let's hear from BG James.
Cut the music. Wrestling fans, one and all, welcome to the Impact Zone. You see, this here is where we bees the born balls. Now, O-Town, let's make a little noise up in this beard. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, tonight, TNA proudly brings to you its soon-to-be NWA Tag Team Champions of the World.
Wait a minute. Didn't even let BG finish. The Canadians attack.
You'd expect nothing less from Team Canada, as that's how they play their game. They're always looking for the shortcut to get the lead, but look at this. Kip James doesn't let up for 1 second.
Yes.
Look at him jump right over Roode.
Oh, drilling with the drop kick, and especially with Scott D'Amore around ringside, plotting the strategy and the game plan. Kip James, big shot in the corner, then the boot, doubled him over in the right hand for A1. Oh, he got his knee.
Nice
He got his knee.
Oh, he's just flopping around there like a fish as he just crashed that knee, and that gave the Canadian force of the edge. Look at work on it right again.
You know, I see an attack like this on the knee, and I think of BG James' father. I think of Bullet Bob Armstrong, the former professional wrestler who was taken out by the Latin American Exchange, Conan's group of street thugs. They beat the hell out of a 66-year-old man. They put him in the hospital with knee surgery.
But the kind of man that Bullet Bob is, he wants to team up with Kip and BG and take on LAX.
Did you hear that last week on Impact? I mean, he's 66 years old.
Yeah, but you look at his eyes, and you know that he's not a normal 66-year-old man. The fact that he's already back on his feet, and he wants revenge.
A1 trying to take advantage of the situation, but a desperation move by Kip James. Now he's got to get to his side of the ring and get the fresh man, his partner, BG, into the battle.
What a shot, though, that Bobby Roode put on that knee of Kip James. Absolutely. That's how you bring a giant down. But he is able to get the tag, and BG comes in throwing rights.
Oh, yeah, unloading with those big right hands on Bobby Roode. Quick reversal by the Canadian Enforcer. Next the clothesline. BG bites back. First it's the left hands and rocket, and a big right to the top of the head of A1.
Oh, nice boot right there by BG. And
Whoa, who's coming in?
Oh, look at this. You knew LAX was going to try to come in there and get out. Look at the slapjack. My Conan just levels and
Latin American Exchange. Conan, Homicide, and Machete turning around. The Canadians steal one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your opponents, Team Canada.
The Canadians get the win thanks to the Latin American Exchange, thanks to Conan's street thugs.
Oh, that's exactly what they are. They're just a gang. And now they're ganging up right there on BG. And Kip James, of course, can't do anything because of that knee about earlier by Bobby Roode.
And Conan with the slapjack right in the head. It beat the hell out of him. And Conan turns around because look who's coming down the ramp.
And here he is.
It's Bullet Bob. It's Bob Armstrong. It's BG James Fowler. And look at Bullet go.
That's what experience does for you. And he's mad.
Get him,
It's
Bullet.
Black.
Conan. Get him. Get him.
Again, Conan bails. Again, he bails. That doesn't look like a 66-year-old man to me.
Bob Armstrong staring down Conan, but the LAX just bailed out of the ring. Oh, up next, don't miss this. Check out Global Impact.
This week on Global Impact, we travel with the stars of TNA Wrestling to the United Kingdom, where TNA stars Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Jeff Jarrett, and the Monster Abyss wowed the thousands in attendance with their amazing battles in front of a sold-out Doncaster Dome. A big thank you to the thousands of fans who turned out in England. Helping TNA Wrestling make a global impact.
Still to come, the NWA World Tag Team titles are on the line. It's America's Most Wanted to face Rhino and the Truth. But up next on Impact, it's the unbeaten Samoa Submission Machine, Samoa Joe in action.
I've been wrestling for 13 years. I've been all over the world, and in all that time, not one thing I ever did prepared me for how dangerous Ultimate X is.
Ultimate X, it's a concept based on fear.
Ultimate X is an innovation that's only been seen by TNA Wrestling and its fans.
It challenges your body in ways that professional wrestling never has.
Ultimate X separates the men from the boys.
Steel cables, 15-foot high steel trusses on the sides.
15-foot wire stretched across the ring, and my belt hung from it.
You could fall up to 15 feet from those cables and hit the mat, and you never know how you're going to land.
I've taken a drop kick from Chris Sabin while hanging on this cable that turned me inside out. I was this close to breaking my neck. That's the dangers of the Ultimate X.
Now we're going to see if Samoa Joe can survive a different dimension, one that he's not used to.
I think that Joe has convinced everyone that he belongs in the X division. I'd say the ultimate test is the Ultimate X.
There's no way Samoa Joe is going to be able to compete in an Ultimate X the way Christopher Daniels can.
How many times have I dropped Christopher Daniels on his head? How many times have I choked Christopher Daniels unconscious? And now you're going to put me on a 15-foot wire?
Well, those cables hold him. Who knows?
Well, you know, Samoa Joe has this idea that I've stacked some deck against him. But I think Samoa Joe has an excellent chance, and I personally guarantee those cables will support Samoa Joe.
I think a lot of people are wondering if I'm willing to ascend those heights for my belt. I think a lot of people will be surprised at what I'm willing to do to keep it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first from the deep blue sea, Shark Boy.
Quite honestly, the most dangerous match in professional wrestling returns on Sunday, March the 12th. It's Destination X and it's Ultimate X. The X Division title at stake, Samoa Joe. The phenomenal AJ Styles, yes, and the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
And his opponent is the X Division champion. He is the undefeated Samoan Submission Machine, Samoa Joe.
This man has virtually done just about everything he's wanted since he's arrived here at TNA, but his most difficult test is coming March 12th. When you look at the 280 pounds of this man and you try to picture him on the most dangerous, most innovative match that TNA has ever put together, Ultimate X, I wonder if that gives AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels the advantage that they're going to need.
I mean, Don, is that the great equalizer? Is that what the NWA Championship Committee and Larry Zbyszko were thinking about? I mean, we heard from Larry Zbyszko last week when he told Samoa Joe that he was going to have to defend the title in the match that really defines the X Division, the Ultimate X match. And I'll never forget the look on the face of the undefeated Samoan Submission Machine. Shark Boy just drilled with the boot.
I'll tell you what, obviously he's focused One thing about the X Division is defined not by weight limits, but by no limits. And that's exactly what the X Division's all about. If you're going to be in it, then you're going to have to deal with everything the X Division's all about.
Oh, I agree. It's a proving ground for these X Division athletes. 280 pounds, as Don mentioned, behind that vicious, lethal knee drop to the head of Shark Boy.
One thing about Samoa Joe, though, his agility and ability is not defined by his weight or his size. I mean, everybody, when they see this man in the ring, the first thing that they say is, man, that guy is so fast. How do you think he can lose for a guy that big? If he can prove himself at Ultimate X, man, I'm going to tell you something. There'll be no X Division champ ever like him.
This is a non-title matchup, but later in this broadcast, it's a championship bout for the NWA Tag Team titles. AMW against Rhino and the Truth. Samoa Joe charged in with the boot. Shark Boy able to move out of the way, and Joe momentarily hooked in the corner. Here's a chance for Shark Boy to take advantage of this situation, and here's the corner mount.
Oh, once he got his leg caught, you hear the crowd chanting there with each blow, and he goes for the shark bite. That gave him a little bit of momentum right there.
In addition to that tag title matchup, I can't wait to see what's on that tape. Alex Shelley going out to California. Exclusive footage of Sting. That is yet to come in this broadcast, but here comes, look out below, the muscle.
Oh, he hits it, just nails it perfectly. And now he pulls him up, and there he goes.
Rear naked choke. Kakina clutch submission applied. Is he going to tap? He's going to try and fight through.
Shark Boy's just too far from the ropes right there, and he's barely able to even tap out.
That's it.
Your winner, and still undefeated, Samoa Transmission Machine, Samoa Joe!
Sunday, March 12th, the return of Ultimate X and Destination X. Samoa Joe puts the gold on the line. There you see the championship belt. He's going to defend against two men at Ultimate X, AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels. Let's see what's happening in the back. Wait a minute, what's going on? That's Gail Kim.
Well, do I honestly have to wear this?
It's up to you, Jackie. If it were me, I sure wouldn't want that on the internet.
Still to come, what did Alex Shelley's camera capture on Sting? We'll find out in the viewing party. But up next on Impact, the NWA World Tag Team titles are at stake.
Getting out of high school, I never worked one job until I got on work release. Getting caught and getting tired of being locked up, seeing orange every day, you want a job then. But I made a commitment myself to the didn't want to go that route. I done been down that road. I done been chased by the police. I done devious deeds. I done robbed. I done been shot at. I done been through so much hell that I was ready to get out of it. A willing vessel. Imagine that. And here it comes again with my mom instilled in me that faith, that belief, and that was in me. That's when I met Jack Crockett. He gave me an idea of wrestle and entertain with my music abilities and my music talent in only one total package. And I did it, and I was hungry, and I tasted blood, and it landed in a spot. History books. Becoming the first Afro-American to ever hold the NWA World Heavyweight belt. It's an honor, it's a privilege. The prestige the belt holds itself as a black Afro-American man in the world today, that's an honor. I know I'm the only one that can tell you how I feel. And I'm feeling that hunger again. The birth of TNA when I was alone. I came here alone. Seeing TNA go from weekly pay-per-views to Spike TV, I see myself almost like coming out of a cocoon. I sat back, I've been a part of, I've watched, I've witnessed, I've been in the mix of everything. And now I'm about to show everybody what that mix made. And it made me, aka Suntan Superman, Ron the Truth Killer.
And it is time for our Spike TV Impact main event matchup. And it's the NWA World Tag Team Championship belts on the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, your feature contest on TNA Impact is scheduled for one fall and is for the NWA Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers first from Detroit, Michigan, 268 pounds, the War Machine, Rhino!
Let's take you back to Against All Odds. What a pay-per-view it was, and who will ever forget the Gore? The Gore of Gore.
His tag team partner from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 232 pounds, Ron the Truth Killings.
The other half of the tag team that will challenge for the gold. It's the Truth to be joined by the War Machine. What a great pairing this is. Ron Killings and Rhino.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
You can see right there, Ron the Truth Killings getting fired up with the crowd, but they're going to have their hands full right here.
And their opponents' total combined weight 463 pounds. Cowboy James Storm, Wildcat Chris Harris, the NWA Tag Team Champions, America's Most Wanted.
That's the Tennessee Cowboy James Storm, beer bottle in hand, with the handcuffs. The Wildcat Chris Harris. Yes, they are going to put the tag team gold on the line. It's a championship main event on Impact. Boy, it just doesn't get any better or bigger than this, DW. Don West, put on your seatbelt, because when we return, it's the opening bell for our tag team main event. And there you hear the opening bell. You know, the folks at Spike TV, they absolutely love this. This is a pay-per-view quality matchup coming to you on Impact tonight, and the Tag Team Championship belts are at stake.
Well, you're so right. Normally you'd have to pay for this one. Look at this combination. You've got the, 6-7-time champions in America's Most Wanted, and then you throw in 2 former world champions.
Wow.
And Rhino and Ron the Truth, and they might be just the perfect combination of speed and power to take on the experience of AMW.
Talking about pay-per-views, and yes, the quality of this match. Get set for this one. Circle your calendars. Make your plans now. Sunday, March the 12th is the date. It's Destination X. Christian Cage against the alpha male Monty Brown for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. It's the return of the most dangerous match in professional wrestling. Ultimate X, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and Christopher Daniels for the X Division title. And how about that 8-man tag team war?
Well, think about it. You're going to have, wait a minute, Ron, that you're killing now. Think about that 8-man tag team war. You're going to have America's Most Wanted. And Jeff Jarrett from the Miz as they go up against Team 3D, the Truth and Rhino.
Wow! High hip toss takeover. Killings wearing the cowboy hat of James Storm.
Oh, that's a way to get inside the head of James Storm right there. Showing no fear, showing a little disrespect, and then taking it to him right from the start.
And whatever you do, don't go anywhere, because at the conclusion, at the end of this matchup, we will have that special viewing party that Jeff Jarrett's putting together. They have something on Sting, some kind of video footage that Alex Shelley, he captured it on the Shelley cam coming out to California. And look at the War Machine, Rhino in the corner, gonna fight.
Oh, what a shot in the shoulder block! As Wildcat Chris Harris just got the wind just belted out of him. Yeah, everybody, I think, wants to know what's going on with Sting. I mean, the man walked out of here and retired. And you can always see where Showtime Eric Young doesn't want to let it go. Jeff Jarrett going to get footage to prove to the world that Sting is done.
You're not kidding. Big right hands from the Cowboy. The Tennessee Cowboy, James Storm. The Killings comes right back to try and mount an offensive. He's going to go for a cover. Here's a pin. Far leg hook. Just a 2 count. Chris Harris in to make the save.
You can see it's been all Truth and all Rhino right here from the start. Look at that. Rhino just goes right after him. Just goes right after the Wildcat. Takes him right outside the ring. And the brawl is on right there.
You know, when I see Rhino, when I see him battling outside of the ring, I think back to Against All Odds, and I think back to that Falls Count Anywhere match with the Monster Abyss. In the ring, meanwhile, mid-ring collision. The Truth goes down as well as Storm.
Oh, look at slams his head right there on the entrance ramp as the War Machine now taking back control of America's Most Wanted.
And Rhino connects with a blow that sends the Wildcat halfway down the ramp. And he's going to block.
Wait a minute! Look behind him! Look behind him! Without a partner, as it's just one-on-one, and here comes the Wildcat and makes it a 2-on-1 advantage.
You know what? The referee never saw it. Rudy Charles didn't see it. Obviously, Ron the Truth Killings didn't either. Swing and a miss. Look at Killings come back.
Oh, this guy's got heart, man, and he's got so much ability. The action in the ring was so intense. Rudy Charles.
Super kick.
And he's just nailed him right now. There's no way Rhino's coming back in, and
they're going to try and set up for the death
they
sentence
are.
here. You're right, Doc. Rhino, the Truth tag team partner. Black hole slam through the wall. Here he goes.
Oh, it's
pin.
2. Done.
They changed the titles.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners and still NWA Tag Team Champions, America's Most Wanted.
Talk about taking advantage of a situation. That's exactly what Harrison Storm just did. Abyss comes out. He black hole slams Rhino directly through the wall. Look how happy Mitchell is. And the monster Abyss is back.
He was the deciding factor right there as he got the revenge from going through all the tables. Let's look at this again. The referee not aware this was going on, and he just slams him right through the wall and takes him out of the act.
That was the difference maker in this matchup. Abyss came from out of nowhere. Rhino never saw him, and there's the black hole slam, and they went right through the wall. My God.
You can see him holding Rhino down, making sure he didn't get back in the ring. AMW gets the win.
Oh, yeah. Let's find out what's going down at that viewing party. Take it away, JB, to Jeremy Borash in the back.
What a night. Things are coming together nicely.
Unbelievable. I don't even think Rhino's going to make it to Destination
All right,
X.
listen, you moron. This is for you. Alex, are we going to prove that Sting is a quitter? Did you prove it with your footage?
Uncle Jeff, I have a feeling you will be no less than blown away. How's that, huh?
Listen, moron, watch this. Oh, wait, before we get started, where's Jackie?
1 second. Jackie, you're wanted out here.
Come on, Jackie.
Come on, girl. Don't be shy.
Don't you look nice, Jackie? Oh, you know, Jackie, you remember that tape that you were wanting a copy of? I got one. Oh, oops. I dropped it.
Walk the plank.
Will you pick that up for me, please, Jackie?
Come on, Jackie, pick it up. We don't got all day.
Please.
Get going. Come on.
Come on, Jackie.
Oh, that is so nice.
So lady.
Thank you very much. All right, Alex, let's get down to business.
All right, here we go.
Let's watch it, boys. This better be good. This better be good.
Here we go. Prove it to you. This.
I think you'll really enjoy this.
Come on.
Look, there's Stinger. Picking up the little snot-nosed rugrats from school, huh? Take them home for milk and cookies. That is so cute. That is really adorable. Yeah, load them in the mom-mobile. There you go. Come on, world's greatest dad. All right, Mr. Too Good for the Phone Book, Mr. Unlisted Address. You know, you lay bait out there, an animal takes it, and more often than not, it's gonna take you right back to its home. Wasn't this nice? Oh, that's a nice pad. Yeah, I definitely want something like this when I move out of my apartment. Take the kids in, count the gold stars from the homework, hang the artwork up on the refrigerator, Sting. Look, Uncle Jeff, it's Mrs. Stinger. Jeff, I'm on Sting's property right now. This is his backyard. Yo, I gotta say, he did all right for himself. Professional. There's a lot of land out here. In fact, his kids are over there trying to play basketball, and I can tell their old man showed them how to play because they are not good. Check it out. Okay, well, besides that shot, they're not very good, all right? That was lucky. There we go, Sting. And your Ford Excursion, no less. Eddie Bauer edition. How cute. Be careful. Be careful not to get too close. There we go. Clearly going to the gym. Feel that burn in your upper ubulus. All you're missing is a protein shake.
Oh, that was
award-winning, Alex.
Excellent. Well done. Well done.
Jeff, I did a
Showtime?
good job.
Are you convinced now Sting's a quitter and he's gone?
No. What? You seen the video just the same as I did. He was working out. He's getting ready to come back. He's going to get all of us. I know it. I can feel it. And he's going to get me first. This always happens.
Showtime.
Shh. Wait. Shh. No more Showtime. That's his thing. That's his. Showtime, folks. It's Showtime. It's Showtime. He says that, and that's not my name anymore. My name's Eric, and just call me Eric. No more Showtime. No more.
Well, good work, Alex. You didn't even convince this moron that Sting's a quitter.
That's all I did 10 minutes ago. You loved it, Jeff.
Well, I don't like it now. Listen, you've got one last opportunity. I want you to go out to L.A. I want you to go to his house. One way or another, I want you to get it on film. I want you to film him, and I want him to say that I quit. You don't got to hide in the bushes. Screw that paparazzi stuff. Walk right up to him, nose to nose, and ask him, Sting, have you quit? Did you quit on TNA management? Have you officially retired? Are you out of the business? You got it?
I got it.
Let's go right now. Let's go. Let's go.
Because of that Muppet.
Come on, Jackie. Come on, honey. Let's go. You gotta help us with some bags. Let's go, guys. It's gonna be great. Sting's the quitter. Sting's the quitter.
This is the worst idea yet. She's coming back.
Next up.